Hey guys, it's postboxpat. Welcome back to a new video, and today we're going to be talking about the massive changes that Fortnite is getting in this new dev update. It's crazy, guys. I did not expect this to happen at all, and some of the stuff that we're going to be seeing coming in the future is absolutely awesome as well. So stay tuned for it. I'm going to play you the first clip in a minute, and you guys can check it out. But if you are new to the channel, do stick around, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell. We're going to try and hit 300,000 subscribers before Christmas. That is my goal, so hopefully we can make it as soon as possible, and it'd be awesome if you could stick around. Anyway, here it is, the first clip.
So in 5.4.0, we have the new concept called storm damage. The basic idea is the edge of the storm will do damage to player-built structures in the final phases of the game. Less than 10% of our matches are affected by this, or make it that long, and so we're really trying to tactically adjust the final stages to provide a little more dynamic gameplay.
Okay, so the first thing I want to talk about is this. Now, obviously, it's interesting seeing this sort of thing being added into the game, the idea of the building meta and stuff like that, and kind of just completely countering endgame builds unless you build from the center of the circle. Now, as the circle obviously gets smaller, building structures will get destroyed, leading to games ending a lot quicker. This will be completely different in a competitive situation as well. Imagine this being in a competitive, like, proper big game. Everyone at the end is trying to build to, like, survive, and next minute you can't because the storm is destroying your structures. It's going to be very interesting, and I can't wait to see it being added in. Now, personally, I have slowly started to go away from the idea of building being the way Fortnite should go, because personally it's just got to the stage now where if you don't play Fortnite every single day, your building is going to lag behind near enough 50% of the player base, and you're going to get outbuilt in near enough every fight and then most likely lose it. And it's starting to get on my nerves a little bit. I don't play Fortnite every single day. If you are a loyal fan of my channel and you're not coming from just a random spot on YouTube, you'll know that I cover a bunch of leaked content and also storyline content, and a lot of content that doesn't actually require me to play Fortnite Battle Royale. And that's what I enjoy covering on my channel. So obviously I'm not going to sit there all day playing Battle Royale if I've got content to make on storylines and I've got content to make on leaks and stuff like that, because playing Fortnite is really fun. But because I like to produce the content for you guys, I like to just sometimes sit back and not play Fortnite and just produce content related to Fortnite, like theories, and sometimes I'll just go in replay mode and just fly around. That's the side of Fortnite I really enjoy. And the building at the minute is just got so extreme where it's changed Fortnite a lot. So we'll have to see where it's going to go in the future. This new feature is amazing to see it added in. It will definitely affect the meta a lot at the late game, so we'll have to see exactly what's going to happen with that. Anyway, moving on to the next dev change.
In 5.4.0, we'll be vaulting the revolver. This is part of an initiative to keep the item pool feeling fresh and dynamic. In the past, you've seen that we've brought back the guided missile, which was vaulted for a period of time. So an item that is vaulted doesn't necessarily mean that it's gone forever. Using this as an initiative to keep the item pool fresh, exciting, dynamic, and we'll be targeting future updates, potentially Season 6, as an opportunity to vault more items.
The obvious point to take from this is the revolvers being vaulted, but there's a few other things he does say in there that are quite interesting. They talk about how future items are most likely now going to be vaulted in Season 6, so that can basically confirm that the only item being vaulted this season now will be the revolver, and potentially more items in Season 6. So that leaves to the discussion, what possibly could be vaulted? Well, you look at the items that we've currently got in the game that don't see really much use, and you say maybe the semi-sniper, and you could say possibly even the actual normal pistol, the standard handgun, or maybe even there's a few shotguns maybe that don't see as much use. Maybe the pump shotgun could eventually be vaulted if they can't get the stats right on it, and they could introduce another shotgun to replace its position. That's what I can see for weapons being vaulted. AR wise, I would disagree, no ARs there. Submachine gun wise, possibly no submachine guns being vaulted. Suppressed SMG sees quite a heavy use. Suppressed pistol potentially could be vaulted, and on the lines of like other items such as boogie bombs and impulses, I could potentially see the impulse grenade being vaulted at one stage to add other grenades in, or even the standard grenade. I can definitely see a few different things being vaulted on the grenade side of stuff to reintroduce maybe the smoke bomb. Obviously the gas grenade doesn't see that much use at the moment, and the boogie bomb, there's quite a few items. We obviously got the smoke grenade that got removed from the game, and that could reappear as a combination between the actual stink bomb and the smoke grenade itself. So there could be a mixture between both, which would be an awesome addition to the game. But that's on the line of vaulting. Let's move on to the next dev change, which is a major change for Fortnite itself.
In addition, in 5.4.0, we'll be adding a new mobility item, so we look forward to creative expression with that.
A new mobility item. The most likely thing that I can assume this could be is the grappling hook. Now, we have seen a few grappling hook videos all over the internet, and there was also the leak from when the Samsung devices got leaked. It was actually someone went inside the coding or some sort of data plan. I don't know exactly what it was, but someone somehow got inside what's coming to the future of Fortnite, and the grappling hook was on there, or something, or a zip line. It was either grappling hook or zip line. They were both on there, so potentially it could just be now a combination of both of them, and we could see that being the new item added in this season, because we've obviously got it. They said it was going to be coming this update, the update that's coming next, so it's going to be really awesome to see what that is. Maybe it could be something else other than these. Maybe it could be like an 80k. We'll have to see. It's not going to be a shopping trolley or 80k because obviously already got them, but it could be similar to that. It could be like a hoverboard or something. A bit too fast the hoverboard is, to be fair. The hoverboard probably travels faster than the 80k. If you've played Save the World, you'll know where I'm coming from there. But yeah, hopefully they do add in something pretty interesting that allows us to travel around the map a lot quicker. A grappling hook would definitely be awesome in build fights. If you could somehow grapple to the top of their structure straight away without them cancelling you, like building you off, that would be really awesome. So we'll have to see exactly how that's going to work if that gets added in. Also, it'd be great from getting down tall mountains and instantly climbing tall mountains if it could work down and up a bit like a zip line. So a grappling hook would fit so perfectly in Fortnite itself, and I think it would be absolutely awesome to have. So hopefully we could see that getting added in. Anyway, moving on to the next thing.
We're also going to be updating some various balance parameters, such as item rarity. Remote explosive rarity is going to increase from rare to epic to match its effectiveness.
So generally that is actually quite interesting. Seeing the C4 increase its rarity is something that's really going to affect the meta a lot. Generally C4 has been quite useful, and it has had a few changes there and then, a few nerfs and a few buffs, so it has been a really interesting item to see in Fortnite Battle Royale, and it really does help in a lot of build fights to cancel the build fights and take out people that way. And it also can be planted on buildings to destroy an entire structure. I've seen many people, when I'm in a build fight, plant C4 at the bottom, like detonate it, and then it kills both of us in the build fight. So it's a really awesome item, and it can really affect the game and have some huge changes on the future of Fortnite. So increasing it to an epic rarity could reduce it a lot, and maybe may see less plays with it. So we'll have to see exactly where that's going to go, but I'm buzzing for that. I am excited to see it increase its rarity because it is quite overpowered, but will it kind of reduce people from taking it? Possibly, and eventually we could see the C4 being vaulted in the future, but we'll have to see exactly where Fortnite going to go with that. Anyway, the next change we have is on screen right now.
Boogie Bomb will now be dropping in a stack size of 2, whereas it was 1 previously.
Boogie Bomb. So the Boogie Bomb has always been one of my favorite items just because it goes along with Fun Cops well, and it's something that I've always wanted to use more and more in Fortnite, especially in game modes like 50v50 and squads. Maybe not so much solo and duos, but mainly the more fun game modes where just crazy things happen. So I definitely think the Boogie Bomb itself being increased to 2 on the drop would be absolutely amazing and game changing for funny clips. The Boogie Bomb itself, when it first got added in, was extremely overpowered, lasting almost 15 seconds and being able to basically take anybody out by Boogie Bombing them. And it also didn't have the feature of where, you know, when you shoot someone now and they've been boogied, they actually get out of the Boogie Bomb. It didn't have that, and there was a lot of glitches in the game with the Boogie Bomb. We've had all sorts of glitches. We've had being like crashed out of the game, God mode glitches I'm pretty sure at one stage, and we've also had a bunch of huge changes to it as well. So it's an interesting item, and the Boogie Bomb itself will definitely see some crazy changes in the upcoming update, and hopefully we'll see more play by streamers and the casual players. Anyway, moving on to the next feature.
Shields will be adjusted from a maximum stack size of 2 to a maximum stack size of 3.
So the last thing they said was this about the shields, them increasing to 3. I definitely think this is really going to change the meta generally, because a lot of people do carry minis around with them, but now it's like carrying 3 shields is going to be absolutely awesome. I definitely think a lot of people out there will be stacking shields over minis, and personally it's something that I'm probably going to be doing depending on the situation, because for example in squads now someone could carry 3 shields and then someone could carry the minis as well. The shields themselves would only add up to 150, whereas the minis would add up to 250, but generally the shields can be pretty useful because you can use them you could use 2 minis and a shield, so you could carry both on solo and carry 3 weapons and not carry any like medkits or anything. So we'll have to see exactly how that's going to play, but it'll definitely encourage a lot more people to carry big pots around with them. Anyway, I hope you guys have enjoyed today's video. If you are new to the channel, do stick around, and if you'd like to keep up to date with the latest Fortnite content, do remember to hit that subscribe button. It'd be absolutely awesome if we could get to 300,000 subscribers before Christmas, and it's one of them goals that I've set myself, so I'm going to try and reach it. It'll be absolutely awesome if you guys could help me out with that. Here I am, the gameplay, trying to get a revive here. This was actually a pretty awesome gameplay from me. It's one of them squads gameplays that I just don't get very often. I'm on 7 kills. Unfortunately, we don't go to win the game because we do lose a few players in the storm. My friend here, SS Slayer, does get lost in the storm. I did try and get the rev, but unfortunately it just didn't work out. But anyway, I'm not going to leave the gameplay running because it just seems a little bit pointless for you guys because we don't actually win the game. But hopefully I can get some good games coming out soon for some gameplay stuff. Like I said earlier in the video, the meta has changed a lot in Fortnite, and personally I am struggling to get victory royales as much as I used to. Like, well, basically I'd go on every day and get a victory royale. Now sometimes I'd go on and may not actually come out with a victory royale, and that is just because I've just got a short amount of time to actually play the game and because I'm covering different content for you guys. But yeah, it would be interesting if you guys could stick around and check out future content on my channel. Once again, leave a like, comment, and subscribe, and this is postboxpat signing out.